Welcome back, guys. We in the last episode or last video, you've seen how to make the actual base of your house, your bed, and your bedside table with a rug somewhere. Uh, where's the rug? And that's the rug there. I'm just gonna rename it rug. If you don't know what's happening right now, please go watch my other tutorials or watch the previous episode. I want to keep saying episode, previous video or tutorial on how to create this stuff because he was a really broad understanding of how to create this because it took a fairly long time. So now we are going to finish off the bedside table with a lamp and a couple of other different looks. So I'm going to go down to here and I'm going to drag across the cube. As you can see, Control T, Control V. Right now is basically all you need to do is sizing up what you want to see and what you want to accomplish while doing this. I just got a cube again. I'm going to drag it out and I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to get a cylinder now and I'm going to drag it all the way over here again. So I'll rotate, so put the rotation back down. E, drag it over. T, shift down to 20%. Drag it onto my box, but it's way too big right now. So I'm going to make the radius about 2. 3, height about 20. 10. I'm going to place it in the middle box by scroll clicking. Go up here, find my box, and place it in what you think the center is. And this is being really precise. You can be as mucked around as you want because at the end this really doesn't matter. This isn't going to be that sane, I guess, if you want. Sane's the right word. That's looking fairly boring, so I'm just going to go cone again. I'm going to go to radius 20, 10, 5, 8 radius. I'm going to drag and drop it. I'm going to push that one down a bit. And I'm going to play around with the looks of this. So now I'm going to go to caps, segments. I'm going to want about 10. And your object, you want height segments about 10 as well. So you want to go up to the convert parametric editing mode. You want to go to polygon mode or, polygon mode. You want to go to ring selection tool. And you want to click on the bottom one and the top second from the bottom. Extrude inner. Same thing as we did before, and bevel. And we're just going to work out the basing of this model. So if you didn't know what I just did there, I went to Matrix Extrude, I clicked Shift, and I dragged it out. And as you can see, it creates this kind of spiral effect. I'm liking the look of that. Maybe a bit flatter. I click Control then, and as you can see, it just dispersed out. It's a bit too big for me right now, so I'm going to drag it in and make the cylinder and click down. It's a pretty retro looking lamp, so I don't really mind about that. I'm going to go back up to cube. I'm going to drag the cube over because this is a lamp. Drag it over and drop. Now that you've placed the cube over your lamp, and you can just double check that by scrolling. Cube is a little bit too big for the lamp. Make it a bit smaller and place it in the very center. Now that works, you want to go click. You want to click off it and go to your back to editing tool, back to polygon mode, live selection tool. Click the top layer, and you want to click the bottom layer. Now that you can see that, and now it looks more like a lamp. It's a bit too thick to be a lamp right now, so I'm going to make it a bit smaller by clicking cube, coordination, SY, SX, SZ. Got it lie. Third time lucky. And 50%. Shit. 5%. 2%. 1%. 0.5%. Better. Okay, so now you've done that, and I'm just going to rotate it because it's a bit straight. And so now you've got your lamp and your bedside table, a couple of other things, and it's all looking pretty snazzy at the moment. You've got a cool bedroom. Okay, so now we're going to make a couch because everyone wants a couch in the bedroom, and it's fairly basic, I guess. So actually no, we're going to just add a little cool little seat over here. Just going to drag it down. I did this on another model. I did the same Aquitaine model actually. This is basically the Aquitaine again. So all we're going to do is go cylinder, cube, down to fillet. I like 9, 10, 10. I'm going to drag it down. I'm going to go back up to plane again, do the same thing with plane. That's too big, so we're going to go out and drag it down, across. I'm going to want it to look like a tower kind of thing. So I'm going to drag that in the center because that's what that is. Plane, drag it in, drag it down. And I'm going to keep it so it's just on the edge. Okay, I'm going to drag that up. I'm going to make that editable. I'm going to make that a cloth by going to simulation tags, cloth, right click, editable. If you haven't seen my other tutorial, go watch it, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to go back to 0, go 1, 2, and it just fell through. That is because I did not make this a cloth collider. So cloth collider, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the other one's not doing for some reason. Plane. And I don't know why they just got rid of what it did. But go back to simulation and go cloth. And you want to drag it both down. Why are you doing this to me? You did the same thing in the last tutorial. There's nothing wrong with you. Plane, cloth, cloth, cloth. Plane. Fall down. Good. Okay, I like that kind of style, so I'm going to leave that there. And now I'm going to create I'm just going to put... Can I fit a bedside table there? Do you reckon I can? I think I can. Nah, it's too small. Alright, I'm just going to leave that out and drag it further over here. Now we're going to create a couch. And it's getting a bit dark where I'm sitting, so I'm just going to create a light and drag it up so I can see better what's going on. Okay, right now we're going to want to create a couch. So basically the same thing. We're going to grab the cube from your bed. I'm going to drag it over. And this probably is going to sound really simple to people. Everyone's going to go, oh, model looks so easy, blah, 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 blah. But no, it's actually a really time-consuming bitch. Excuse my English. But yeah, it's really quite annoying. A lot can go wrong while doing this, so please don't go, oh, this is simple. Your tutorials are boring, blah, 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 blah. You suck. Okay, we're going to make that a bit smaller. And we're going to drag... what size? I'm going to look at my couch. I guess we could do something like that. Okay, we're going to make it really a little bit smaller. We're going to drag it down. And we're going to add poles that are coming up to the sides. So we are really getting a bit more technical here. So we're going to just get your cylinders as before. Object radius 3, height 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters. I'm going to drag that up. I'm going to drag it across. I'm going to make the cylinder again 2 centimeters because that's small. I'm going to drag it at each end of my bed. Side. Couch. Okay, so now you've got your cylinders. Where's my other cylinder? No. Good. Now you want to go up, drag it to the other end of your bed, side couch, and as you can see, they are coming off the ground for some reason, which is not good. So you want to go cylinder, down to down, place, not you, bed, you, down. You want to create something above this, so you want to create a couch layer. So you want to go up to coordination, you want to go 2, you want to go back up to fillet. You want to make it filleted by just dragging and dropping. I don't know why it's doing that because it's being turd. And nothing C4D is liking me at the moment. What are you doing? Stop doing what you're doing. Okay, there we are. So I'm just going to push that back to where we want it. Okay, that's looking fairly decent now, so I'm going to go back to bed floor, fillet, and drag it up to... I don't know why it's stopping me from going to that little. It's kind of annoying me. I'm actually just going to create that again. So I'm just going to quickly grab those sizes. So X is some random, Y is that, and size Z is that. So keep those in mind. You want to go bled for, you want to go cube again, you know, size 139, size 107, go 410. That's what? That's really weird. Okay, you want 20 centimeters in the middle, and you want it to fit. Oh, at least it fit. Yep, that worked out well. I'm gonna make it a bit shorter because it's touching the ends. And now you want to drag and drop. It's looking like it's coming away from that for some reason. I think I've looked at this wrong, and that I have. I'm gonna drag this down a bit more. I'm going to drag this one up a bit more. And then there. And this is all about precision at the moment. Yeah, so it's basically a precision tutorial. Fill it to about 8 centimeters to get a really nice clean, couchy sort of look. And this is going to be stainless steel, make it all look flush and nice. So I'm going to drag that out a bit more, push it back. Actually, no, we're going to push this in more. And that's when we come to this part. So we're going to grab one of the cylinders. I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to rotate it to 90 centimeters. I'm not going to make this too hard for you guys. You probably don't want to see a full-blown explanation of how to actually curve each thing in. It's a bunch of crap with when you're using the edit tool, and you edit it and you use the whole brush tools to like move each individual like cell. It's fairly boring, and it's actually I'll try and make it quick for you guys. You can go iron. Thinner magnets. Just drag it onto this very edge. Oops, that just created a double. We don't want that. Actually, that might look cool. Actually, we'll do that at the end. we're just going to put it in. We're not going to do that. We're going to rotate it. But we are going to use the mirror tool, which will be fun. So you want to go rotate. There's really no need to use the mirror tool. It's just a quick explanation on how to use it. We'll make that a bit thicker so it covers up. Covers up both sides. Screw it, that's good enough. It's probably got a lot longer, yeah it did. Now that you've done that side, you want to drag it all the way across to here. Just make sure by scroll clicking you can check exactly where you want to place it. So now with that we're making the bedside, you want to make a backing for it. So all you want to do is go up to copy paste. Oh, I just rendered it for some reason, we don't want to do that. It's really just copy and paste right now. I don't want to bore you with what I was going to tell you with the knife and the mirror technique, but that would take too long, and this is just a tutorial on how to create a bedroom that will look decent in a speed up. Okay, so now that you're just fooling around with all of that stuff, I'm going to drag this, make it a bit thinner, cylinder, radius 0.5 centimeter, and make lots of edges. Actually no, we're not going to do that. We're going to use the cloner tool again. It's fairly helpful in these situations, so you just go cloner. Oh, matrix, cloner. So I'm going to do the cloner under the cylinder that you want, and you've just got to find it. Be over here somewhere. Yeah, here we are, cloner. And you want a count of about 3. I'll set 0. You want grid array. No you don't, you want linear. It seems to be getting higher for some reason. Okay, that's what you want there. So you just want to rotate it now. And all I did there was changing the px amount and per step. So now we want it to come in more. So you want to click the X, or maybe it's the Z. Not sure what it is actually. Whoa, it's definitely not the Z. Oh, it's looking cool though. Huh. I guess that we could use this for something. We're gonna keep this. This is just mucking around, and it's actually come out pretty sick. All I've done is gone cloner, cylinder. I've clicked on iterate, the linear count of 19. Oh, I'm pretty sure you can have like 15. Yeah, you can have up to 5. So I'm just gonna 6 should be down. Yeah, 6 is there. And all you want to do is make it a bit wider. You can change it by just going px 55, and as you can see, it gets thinner. So I'm gonna go 55. So I'm going 50 centimeters to make a cool with the SX of 100%, 110% Y, and minus 3570 to create a nice looking. I'm gonna call this a closet thing or a bookshelf. Bookshelf would be cool. Let's make a bookshelf. Alright, this is gonna be a bookshelf, and we're just gonna get a really good looking pattern here, because otherwise it'll look bad. Okay, now you've got your floating bookshelf, which we need to fix up. I'm not going to do the climber tool for this one. It is becoming a bit of a hassle, and I got to see how far we've gone. 55 minutes. Okay, I'm going to end that here, so I'll speak to you guys soon. Please go and watch part 1 if you haven't seen it. I don't know why you're watching the end of part 2 if you haven't seen part 1, so it doesn't really matter, and we'll get to part 3 in soon. So yeah, speak soon, guys. Peace. What is up, guys? And as you can still see the clock, and you can mostly partly see, or see that I haven't stopped. So this has been a 55-minute tutorial, and my voice is getting sore. So all I'm going to do is continue with creating this bed. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Not the bed, the bloody, what's this called? I don't know what this is called anymore. I'm tired. And this is getting a little, this is called a couch. Yes, Tom, this is called a couch. So I'm just going to do that. And as you can see, yeah, it's looking pretty sick. It's got a really nice thing, so I'm going to copy and paste that, just drag it down here. Put it in the pole, scroll clicking. Everything we're doing right now has been already taught in the thing. So right now it's just playing around with what looks good, and we'll soon get to the lighting and textures. That's a lot of cylinders, so we're going to find, copy paste. Yep. So you just want to keep working on this. I told you it was boring. Well, it's not boring, it's just really, really long. I'm going to click T, you want to drag it outwards. So it's getting bigger. E should do it. I should be able to see a little arrow somewhere. Nope, that arrow has disappeared. Okay, so all you want to do is go to soft selection or modeling axis. Nothing's working. Why? Alright, screw this. Make it a bit bigger, all the way to the end. Because no one likes to fall through the end. We're just going to get the top 3 layers. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Delete that. Okay. So as you can see, we just created the bed. Now I'm going to finish up with the couch. Copy and paste this, drag it, rotate it, drop it. So now you can see we've got a pillow. And all I'm doing is playing with these little arrows. It's going to be a long pillow like in one of those retro houses. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. And maybe a bit, not too much retro. Drag and drop. Copy and paste. Scooby-Doo. Okay, so now that you've finished off your couch and it's looking pretty snazzy, which it is, all you want to do is finish off your bookshelf, and then we'll be ready to get on with the actual bookshelf, which we are. Okay, so now you want to just grab one of your cubes here, or the cylinders, and you want to drag the height down. It's just poking through the top. You want to make sure it's not poking through the top, and we're going to create a little elevation here, so it looks like we're actually holding up the bookshelf. So we're going to twist it to 25 degrees. We're going to poke it through the top. It's got to be in on the actual shelf. And as you can see, it doesn't actually have to fit, but we just want it to make make it look like it's gone through, whoa, the bottom of the thing and the top of the shelf. So you're not going to see it, but as you can see, it's given a really cool style to it. So I'm going to go radius about 2 centimeters, 1 centimeter. Yeah, 1 centimeter looks better. Do the same thing over here. Now we're going to go up a level, rotate it a bit further back, 15, and we're just going to push that across and then through. And we're going to loosen the height to about 55 centimeters or 52 centimeters and drag it drop. 51 centimeters. As I said earlier, you're going to see the top bit, you're not going to see the bottom bit, so it doesn't actually have to be completely accurate. So we've done that. Now we're going to go 15. Cylinder height is about 52 centimeters. It's looking a bit odd right now for some reason, I don't know. Maybe it's because these two cubes don't match up with these ones, so I'm just going to copy and paste these. And push one in closer more. So I'm going to click scroll again. I'm going to make sure I've got these fairly lined up properly. Okay, that's good there. Ah, that's looking a bit better. Still heaps through the bottom, but I'm just going to see. I've already worked out my angle I want, so I'm going to see if I can see it. And with this one I can, so I'm just going to change it to 58 centimeters, 57 centimeters. Push it up. And that's looking better right now. If you really want to be anal about it, all you have to do is go up to here, you want to click convert polygon, and you just click the live selection tool and you just get rid of the bits you don't want. So if you want that bit gone, actually no, you click on this, sorry, you click on the thing again, height segment's about 100, 200, 400. So as you can see, you've got every single cell there. You can just delete the cells you don't want. There's lines, like that. You just get the inside cells as well. You don't really have to be clean with this one. You can just go around deleting each cell that you know won't look good. As you can see, it's cut off fairly nicely. You're not going to see that little bit there. But I didn't want to really do that, so actually I may as well leave it. And we're going to go up one more. Just change that because that is a bit ridiculous. Now we're going to go up one more time. Cylinder, cylinder, copy paste. And we're just going to drag this cylinder over. We're going to push it through the top. And this one's going to be more of a crucial one to actually look out for, seeing that we have actually caused it to crack at the bottom of this bowl. I'm going to go boom boom. And as you can see, we've got a pretty cool modern bookcase looking thing. It's not really stable at the moment, so well, it doesn't look stable, and you want it to actually look fairly stable at the back. So you want to go to your first cylinders, which are around here. And you want to copy paste that. And you just want to drop it and drag until you're happy with what you see at the bottom. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet now. You can just see what I'm doing. Actually, just watching. I'm just making sure everything looks even up on the actual work on the model. And to the finishing one, you just want to drag them in so they are reaching the back of it. Don't know why this one fell down a bit. It's because I got the wrong cylinder. Drag them up. I'm just going to drag one across, one down. See where I place that. Just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. I wanna make you understand. I'm gonna give you up. When it's God, that's a bad song. And as you can see, I've just placed it nice and neatly at the end. Just poke your head up through. And there you go, you've got your bookcase, you've got your bedside table, and everything along those lines. So, it's looking a bit blank, so I'm going to add one of my own pieces by going to Cube, making it really thin. Go fillet. You want to go to about 1 or 6, whatever you want to do. It's all good with me. And I'm going to portrait it, make it really long. I'm going to place it on the back wall here. And you'll see what I'm doing soon enough. Didn't want to do that. Okay, that one is not very nice, so I'm going to edit this and get rid of it. As you can see, I just did what we did before, edit and copy and paste. Cube, where's my cube? You just want to drag it a bit through. I'm going to place it up here, and across on the wind. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that soon. And now we're basically finished apart from a few little features, including the lights above. So you want to go back up to your cylinder. You want to go cylinder to height segments 20. You want to get your edit live selection tool out. You go up one side, down another side. Actually, you want to go 3 at a time. So that's looking good. And now you want to go to your base of it, highlight that. Actually, no, you don't. You just want to delete those 3 bits. Then you want to click, just highlight your base by just shift and going around with the live selection tool, extrude, and then you want to push it back. You want to go back up to your live selection tool, and you want to delete those 3 that have just appeared. Making sure you're not deleting the actual inside of it. And you want to delete. So you've got this shaded cell lighting cover. That's looking good like that. So all you want to do now is go to your torus. You're going to drag it up by using the coordination. It's across, that's up. Inside the torus. I'm going to make sure we have it over the bedside table. No, the actual bed. Drag it up. Actually, I'm going to make sure when we're looking, we can actually see it. So from the angle I'm wanting, which is here, it is perfect. So get your cylinder. And you want to use the arrows to connect it so it works out perfectly. Now I'm just going to put these into objects, so cylinder, 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 cylinder. Group objects, I'll label this as bookcase structure, the cube, the cube, the cube, and all these cylinders. I don't know what they are. I just clicked on something I didn't know. Okay. Now we're going to go couch, couch structure, and pillows. Objects, couch again. And we're just going to get everything near one another. Bookcase. Little couch. And as you can see, I've just grouped all the objects into single appliances or single groups. So now we're just going to work on the lights. Going to drag them up. And I'm going to create another cylinder. So I'm going to just chuck up here quickly. There it is. We'll just see how long we've been going for. An hour and 14. I'm going to stop this at an hour and 30. Oh. So speed up, severe, use still GFX. Yes. Yo. Sorry about that, guys. What I'm doing now is I'm actually creating the lights to have a holder. So I'm doing the same thing again. Just gonna find it. It's all the way over here. I'm gonna place it in the very middle of the light on all four. Now we've done those ones. And as you can see, we've created these 4 cylinders that are actually going to attach to the roof. Doesn't look like they are, but they are. Height, I'm going to make them 8 centimeters and drop them in. Now these ones, I'm just going to rotate until I like the actual look of them. As you can see, I'm just layering them to what I like the look of. I've done that before in one of my other ones. And as you can see, it looks pretty sick with the crossed in between. And see, not much has actually gone into this, but it's starting to actually look fairly good. So now we're going to get on to actually coloring and materializing the whole place. And this is fairly, well, probably the biggest part, so I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to come back to you in episode 4, material and lighting and finishing touches. So I'll see you guys soon. This is at an hour and 16 minutes, so yeah.